Hey, so for today's game in our Overwatch Hawks Esports Arena Holy Title, we have Brookdale versus CBC. I'm much excited to see how things are going to go on. This is probably going to be our first actual Map 5 stream, so please do stick around for that. But
Very
we're just here to
exciting.
do a quick introduction for stats. If you want to segue with us for that, you start.
Okay, so we have our tank Baba, 25 elimination, 7 assists, 6 deaths, and damage. Pretty great player and handles his team very well. Next, we have Sketsu on the DPS role, 21 elimination, 5 assists, 5 deaths, 7k damage.
Here we have Domination, 23 kills, 2 assists, 6 deaths, and 8k damage as well. He's doing pretty good, keeping up with the team.
Great flex player.
Next up, Velcon with 20 elims, 2 assists, 2 deaths, and 6k damage. Again, also a phenomenal player. Great overall, just damage output and pressure.
Also known.
Ragu, 17 elims, 1 assist, 2 deaths, and 3k damage. Also doing good job on improving on everything all the way around. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten to see a lot from these previous players, but they continue to improve.
Then we have COD, 14 assists, 2 deaths, and 4k damage.
Lisan Yaomi, my duo caster for
this?
today. 22 elims, 6 assists, 1 death, 6k damage. Again, we haven't really gotten to see much from him, generally speaking. But he has made the role swap to tank and has continued to improve. So it's very, very interesting to see.
I heard. Then we got Lexion, 12 eliminations, 18 assists, 5 deaths, and 8k healing.
Again, my W coach, my W Elixir coach, helping me learn a lot more continuously through my own gameplay. Lucy with 12 elims, 11 assists, 6 deaths, and 6k healing overall. Great main support. I learned a lot from just watching them play. I watching Lucy play.
It's very fun. And then we have Mr. Charky,
Good
my
boy.
other caster. 8 assists, 1 death, and
I've been recently enjoying the Charky tag a little too much. I even bought shoes for it. And
yeah, they actually look good.
I low-key, I was gonna flex them here on stream, but everybody's telling me no, guys. So I'm devastated. I'm devastated.
Don't stop you though.
Who is going to stop me? Pillow here today. 10 elims, 14 assists, 1 death, and 4k healing average. Again, a great improvement from everybody all the way around. I think when we started out, it was very difficult for us to, I guess, all get like consistent synergy. And I think out of anybody else who has connected, I think clicked more than anybody else. It's got to be Pillow. He's definitely had a good way of connecting with everybody else over time. Now we're in the playoffs. Again, I think this has gotten absolutely phenomenal. Blinn and Bryant again against, I think, for today. I'm much excited to see how that out goes. But here today at CBC's Esports Arena, we have Brookdale. Which again, if there's going to be a match that's going to go to 5, it's going to be this game. We're much excited to see a lot from each end of players. I know there's been a lot of talk and a lot of competition between the two. Do you have any words for that? Do you have any?
I mean, this is our 3rd match between us and Brookdale, and 1 win for the first match, and Brookdale's win the second. So we're gonna see who comes out on top.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm much excited. Here for today's roster, I'll cover Brookdale's. They have Habstract, Remix, Opposite, Goose, and Cortex. Again, I'm much excited to see a lot from Cortexa and Opposite because I've seen them a lot more. Goose and Remix, again, all of their players in general are very interesting to watch. I've been loving to see a lot more from Brookdale, especially as they've been keeping up with us probably the most.
Yeah.
If you'd like to talk about our Hawks, feel free.
Yeah, so we have Baba, Sketsu, Domination, Elixion, and they've been playing for quite a while, and they've been showing great improvement and great teamwork. Overall, showing that they're just a great team in general. We're gonna see a very good game here today.
Yeah, I feel like both teams have had a phenomenal improvement, and they continue to show how much, I guess, passion they have for these games. I'm hoping that we get to see some very big goals today. I'm hoping we get to see some
Yeah.
phenomenal plays and good teamwork, good positioning overall, and hopefully, maybe we even get to learn something here today.
Yeah.
Because for a one-on-one game, this is going to be who takes it home. Really, out of the two, Hawks or Brookdale. I'm much excited.
Also excited to see Remix maybe showing up with the Junkrat signature.
I know. I want to see the signature junk. It's every time I get to see Remix play junk, it's such a good time because I feel like I learned something random that I would have never seen like in a real comp game.
I
So
know. You explore parts of the map you don't even knew
I'm
existed
saying,
because
yeah,
he's just
it's
ratting there.
He's just doing something random. It's super cool. But
Yeah.
here again with our Hawks, I think they're all getting set up, getting warmed for today's game. I'm much excited to see a lot. We have Alexian repping not only the new haircut but the monster stats, the WW. Lucy exploding up for today. We have Doomskis. I think they're probably on negative sleep percentage, so it's all good. Then we have Baba. I think he's reading as usual, per studious. Much respect to the game. I'm hoping that this is going to be what they need in order to really take the game home, because that's what we're wanting. That's what we're looking for. In the maps today, we're going to start with Legion Tower. It's what we do. It's what we look for every single day. I think this is probably the best starting map ever, especially as I've gotten to play on it more. I remember when I first started playing Overwatch, I hated Lijiang. I thought it was probably one of the worst. I did not like Lijiang one bit.
I thought everybody liked Lijiang.
I hated Lijiang. And I think as I've played it more in the competitive, organized scene, I started to see why people actually enjoy this map, because there's so much simple that you can do with it.
Yeah.
It's very apparent that it's open for all ends of comp styles. You can do brawl, you can do dive, you can do bunker, anything you're looking for, you just have it. So starting out with Liu Zhang, then we got hybrid, escort, push, flashpoint, like always. In for the next cycle, I think, again, I'm just excited for today. Back to us here. It's been a pretty casual day. How do you feel like the games are going to go? Like, let's start with Li Jing. How do you feel Li Jing is going to go?
I feel like from our team, Baba's been playing a lot of Hazard lately, so maybe we will see a dive comp coming from our Hawks here. And from Brookdale, I think it could be the same.
Yeah.
Or a brawl, which is... I hope there's going to be a difference between the two so we can know which one performs better than the other.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it'd be very exciting to see what goes out.
Yeah, I will say the exhilaration and passion that is applied between both teams is extremely impressive, especially for teams that are just literally playing out of their own being and their own minds. It's not like a consistent thing that you'll get to see Junkrat players stick to Junkrat, especially after all this time, right? Like you're not seeing that type of passion to things. But again, I think if that's what we're gonna have here for today, let's get excited. Thank you guys very much for the intro.
See you later.
Columbia Basin College is more than just an education. It's gaining skills and exploring new opportunities. It's utilizing resources and empowering others. It's building relationships and shaping futures. Start your journey today at Columbia Basin College, where education is just the beginning.
Hey guys, we're back. Unfortunately, my secondary caster is gone, and I will be probably towards the end of this casting session. But I have Pillow here with me today. Hi, Pillow. We're gonna hopefully be jumping straight into Lijiang Tower with our short break in intercom. Again, I believe that Brookdale and Hawks have been making a lot of improvement over the season. It is 1-1, and here we are for the first game out of our best of 5. How are you feeling about it, Pillow?
I'm feeling really good. The only concern I have is the Kiri ban. I'm thinking we're going to see either an Ana Brig or maybe a Wu Yang Lucio again, which hasn't really been played in a while since the Wu Yang nerf.
Absolutely. I haven't seen them whip Wu Lucy in a little while. I feel like our Ana Brig is also pretty rustic for the synergy wise due to the fact that we aren't used to that either. So I'm a little bit concerned about it all the way around. But hopefully, you know, our team is able to find their breakthrough where they need it. Like I said, if there's ever going to be a point where we do hit a 5-5 game, it's going to be today. So please stick around. Let's have a little bit of fun. And here we go into the game, Lijiang Tower.
Initiating match.
Starting out for team comps, we have, I'm assuming something is going to be pretty regular. I'm expecting a Hazard somewhere here. I'm expecting a Junk from Remix if possible.
Here, I'm expecting at least one side will be running Lucio, if not both.
Yeah, I'm
maybe
somewhere.
Maybe
somewhere
Cortex on Juno, because she's really good on Juno from what I've seen. Then maybe a Czar if they're running Juno. Oh no,
and here we have
both
team
sides
lineup.
Lucio.
Wow. Okay, so double Lucy's like we were expecting. We have a Ana, which is interesting with Lucio. Wasn't expecting that, but Ana to BAP. I'm expecting the BAP to take the gap here, in my opinion. But that's just how I view this. We have what looks to be a TP into maybe a Tracer. Skitsu on Pharah, which, I mean, I've loved his Pharah ever since I've seen it. But opposite of Remix also here. If Remix sticks to the sim here, I mean, I'll be shocked. It's going to be a lot of damage output. Who knows? With a quick engage, Baba's taking a heavy forward. There goes their drop down. Into
They're
sight.
all stuck into point, which is really good for skits.
Yeah, and it looks like Baba's a little bit overextended for this fight, but he's able to secure a kill, basically trading his body out for both of the DPS. There goes their tank as well. Are we able to secure point? It does look like it. It does look like Lucio's just going to drop and take the death to regroup for his team. And Hawks take this first point with high aggression and high octane. I mean, again, much excited to see that fast playing. It didn't seem like anything too fancy.
Beautiful instinct to wall that TP off so they're forced into point. That allowed Skits to get huge numbers, especially with the 50% ult charge here. He's going to be building ult really quick into this next fight.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like Opposite is definitely looking for Skits here, wanting to push him out from that Pharah play. With Czar being the opposite pick through here, that's a pretty big swap. We're going to have to see how it turns through. Looks like there's a lot of people won here, but it looks like a lot of big output healing, generally speaking. Big push out for Remix's death, trading out for Doom's body. It looks like Baba dies here as well. There's a big sleep, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to re-engage as we don't have our tank here.
Hopefully
looks like they're trying to anyways. They're just dedicating to the point, buying as much time for it, and that's A-okay because we're going to take that last fight to the death.
42% on the side of Hawks, practically 50%. 2 fights can win us the game, or they'll have to fight us 3 times.
I'm looking at ult percentages here, and it looks like we're going to be looking at building ults into a big fight here. I think it's going to be a little bit more patient than usual. You can see Skits trying to take a poke at what's going on. It looks like because Brookdale is going to be down their healer for the most part. Can he catch him off guard? No, there goes Lamp. Here are a lot of ults. There goes Window.
There goes Window.
Is there going to be another?
Baba.
I don't believe so. Baba goes down here. Again, because we are down we're down our tank, I don't believe we're going to be able to get that re-engage, especially with Lucy being gone now. Does look like our Pharah is struggling to get back, and she's gone. Again, Opposite doing a great job at forcing out our Pharah. Wonder if our Pharah is going to swap. I would expect that.
Maybe after ult, but Pharah ult can really change the tide of the battle, especially with Rain. If he gets any of them close to each other, he can just wipe their team with Barrage.
So here we can see Baba trying to take an engage. It doesn't look like it's going to be too clean for him though, as he's struggling to make a forward, especially with that high Reaper pressure.
Rain's coming out.
Down. OC also goes down.
Looking for the barrage here.
Yeah, I'm looking for it as well, but it doesn't look like there's a barrage, seeing as they've seen OC go off.
There's Barrage in the back.
I think they had popped beat at some point or something. Maybe it was an Ajax because, I mean, Cortexa just doesn't have it up.
Unfortunately, we did pop Blade and Barrage there, getting no value from either of them. I think we only dropped the BAP there.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure they did use beat though, because there was no way they were going to be able to live through all of those ultimates without, something available. So Cortexa dropped beat, but it looks like Lucy scaling to theirs as Baba goes in for a fight. Are we able to secure anything here? This seems like a patient fight.
We were able to turn point, so at this point we can just
There goes
stall
the trade
to
on
get
heals.
percent. We're down
Remix
one.
is just gliding through, getting 2-3 picks here. Can he secure a fourth? Does look like it with this team. There goes the fourth Doom down, and it looks like that's going to be first point, generally speaking, for Brookdale. Phenomenal hold, to say the least.
But as we've seen in past matches, our Hawks really come alive during the second point. The first point, they always seem to struggle a little bit, but second point, that's when they truly come alive.
Absolutely. Maybe our team just needs to find a different way of warming up because, it's almost like once they get into the game, they struggle. They're trying to find their feet, and once they do, I mean, it's a steady flow. It's about seeing whether that energy is actually able to outcome Brookdale's genuine potential. Looking like pretty much the same team comps to entry. Seems pretty chill.
Yeah, same team comps except for we swapped the Hazard for Azaria, which is a much needed change because they're running Brawl, and Dive doesn't really work too well into a Brawl.
Yeah, I'd agree. I see the Pharah coming up a little bit heavy, a little bit fast, just poking out a good bit of damage.
Unfortunately, not landing too many of his shots, not getting too much poke. Remix getting dropped down to 1, Cortexa getting dropped down to 1, unfortunately able to heal. Soj forced back. Soj executed. Nice play by Doom.
Habs is doing a great job at staying alive, but he uses a lot of his util for this fight. It looks like we were able to secure the kill first on Goose. There goes Habs. Again, just high octane pressure. I was definitely going to secure us that fight. It seemed a little bit dragged out, but that's perfect.
That's perfect for us. We get more ult charge off of it, and they don't have too much ult charge. The only ult charge they really have here is Window, which Window can turn a fight, but it's really paired well with OC, which is nowhere close.
Yeah, and with the fact that there's no I feel like there's a lot of good spot for Windows, but there's a lot of kiting that's available for Windows. It doesn't look like anything's going to happen there. Doom is still very much so available to go in for the engage, and since they're all in tight quarters, Bear's getting a lot of value here. They do end up securing a kill. There goes a third. We lose Baba here for it. We lose Lucy for it, but there goes Cortexa. Skitsu looks like he almost blasted himself to death there, but it looks like he's going to stay contesting point. He goes for a barrage. Doom helping him forward onto their Zarya. Are they going to get the kill? They do. And they secure point with Elixion still alive.
Beautiful play by the Hawks, trading the focus from the Zarya, really just splitting the Zarya's focus. If
I was
they
going to say, that was very
one,
impressive. That synergy was nice. That synergy was beautiful.
Yeah, tag teaming her. If they focused if she just focused one of them, it was over, but she just had so much split focus.
Yeah, a lot going on here. Looks like Baba's trying to make a forward, or Habs is trying to make the forward. He ends up breaking through, killing Baba. It looks like Lucy's going to go down, but Lucy just barely makes it out. It looks like we're trying to kite around here. We might give them point. No, we're still contesting. Good job, Doom. Getting as much percentage on that point as possible. 75% near. Yeah, it just seems like a pretty big team wipe overall. They did have to use Window for that. It doesn't look like they used any other ults, though. And here we are stacking our ults ready for that next fight.
I can expect to see maybe a Grav to counter the Reaper ult. Just get his ult canceling for the Grav, or maybe a Grav Pulse. Either of those can win us this point here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking to see a big grab here, or at least something that might be useful. Here goes just one into the grab. We do end up securing the kill. There goes the second one into grab. That's both of their healers gone, but we lose Baba and Doom for that. It looks like we are just going to have to reset for the next point take because we're just down a little bit too much and they have a lot more pressure. Elixion jumps off the map to make sure to not farm too much ult percentage. And it looks like our Pharah is going to back entirely. This second point, again, is very lively. There's a lot going on and a high octane of aggression, especially with these ult percentages.
Especially with Lucio, he's just able to speed up these team fights, making the engages quicker, the disengages quicker. It all just goes 10 times faster with the Lucios. And this Sojourn here just
Wow.
shooting
I know,
down the
Soldier
way.
just absolutely slams a huge burst out. Looks like Doom's gonna have to trail his way out as well. Oh, it just looks like a lot of high pressure for our team, and we're not able to get those clean engages that we're looking for. We need to find a way to regroup before piling in.
Yeah, I feel like we need to nano here because we've been holding on to nano for a while here. Maybe we can see a nano going into this fight.
Yeah, I'm looking for one as well. I'm kind of curious to see if it's gonna happen. Doom has to recall. Doom has now nothing left. Is he gonna be able to make it for that fight? Remix gets one. There goes Beatdown to sustain the fight, but it looks like a massive grab for Habs here, and I think that's gonna be the end of this lane here, unless Doom is gonna be able to find a way to contest.
Unless Doom can get a 5K, I don't see too much happening here.
Yeah, doing a great job on contesting, finding their way, but I don't believe that's gonna be anything, and that's gonna be map 1 in a Brookdale's favor.
Unfortunate for the Hawks, giving the favor to Brookdale. We can't come back for this. This is going to be a fun game to watch.
Absolutely. I'm expecting a protect ban for the Kiri because that was so intense and so rapid. I genuinely think we need the Kiri for this. I don't know if we can continue to play without him.
We don't need to protect ban the Kiri though, because they can only ban Kiri once.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so with Kiri gone out of that first game, and not much else to provide for that, how do you feel like Lijiang Tower went, generally speaking, for the Hawks?
I felt right there we could learn a lot from how the enemy team plays. Remix really tries to play off angles, but the Czar keeps supporting him. So we need to count the Czar bubbles better, because as soon as she bubbles, as you saw, we shot barrage into a Czar when she still had a bubble up, negating the entire barrage.
Yeah. And
We did win the fight though.
We did win that fight, but I also agree. I feel like there's a lot of ults that didn't need to be used and that were just kind of happening out of instinct, which is okay. You know, obviously abilities are going to be abilities used, but there can definitely be a lot more that can be paired and a lot more, I guess, utility opportunity. I feel like for Brookdale, they had a great job of, I guess, re-aggressing against their team and pushing us out for those fights, and I think that's something that's, I mean, pretty hard to find in actual competitive play. When you get into organized play, I feel like it's when you're with a team that you're used to and that you're synergized with, it's a lot easier and smoother to go through. And I think our team just needs to find that connection.
Yeah. And maybe if we just focus out the Reaper more, because he's devastating our back line.
Here for the wrap up, it looks like bans are going to be going in and out, but I think this next map is going to be hopefully a little bit more entertaining. So we'll catch y'all then.
Looking for a place that is perfect for you? A place with programs that work around your schedule? A place with cutting-edge technology and state-of-the-art facilities. A place to celebrate and engage with the community. A place to excel in and out of the classroom. Columbia Basin College. This is the place for you.
Welcome back. Here we're looking at Hollywood, and then for bans we have BAP and Freya. The BAP was really keeping their team alive last map, especially with all the lamps, and they had exceptionally good windows there. Especially,
I was gonna say, I feel like there were so many windows where we were just like, we should have kited, we should have made a position change, and we just took it like a good boy. I'm gonna be honest. There was no movement, there was no change. We need to do something here. There's a lot that needs to happen. I'm much excited for this. Here we are on Hollywood. We had the ban on Eichenwald, I believe. Hollywood's always been a very fascinating map to me in the sense that it's also kind of a simple plate escort map. Eichenwald is a fan favorite. You know, we have King's Row, fan favorite. I'm much excited to see how Eichenwald is played. Or not Eichenwald, sorry. Hollywood is played via these two teams. I don't think I've seen a organized game on Hollywood in a long time.
And here we see on a Brig, but we're running dive here. That Brig Ana is going to be very susceptible, especially with the Echo and the Hazard jump in her. That's going to be quick fights here. But we aren't running a Lucio like we normally do for our dives. Wu Yang, he might allow us to burst them down quicker.
I was going to say, the Wu Yang should hopefully be able to apply a lot of pressure to their backline. There's a lot of backline potential that can be poked out. If Lucy lands one headshot and Elixir gets one good burst, it's going to be over for the backline. That's just what it is. But again, there's a lot of high front lane potential. Baba and Habs right with the Ram forward. I'm not sure, you know, how they're going to play it. I'm very interested, to say the least. Here we have a quick walk up. He's kind of just peeping around the corner, seeing what's going on. It looks like he's going to be taking high ground, forcing them out of position. Looks like everybody's going to have to be playing back. Here goes Torbjorn, poking out a whole lot of damage without taking much of himself, able to play around corners and stuff like that. It looks like our team is just struggling to find their way forward.
Ash playing really deep here. I haven't seen them play this positioning before.
Yeah, it looks like they are aware. Matt, what a bunker play.
That was amazing.
This very much so looks like a brawl type fighting style, but they're playing really heavy bunker. This is very interesting.
I don't think I've seen anybody play like this before.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen a bunker comp like this. I've seen bunker played this way. I've just never seen it in this comp style.
No.
So this is super fascinating. That was impressive. I'm surprised that worked. It seems like we were just struggling to get the engage there. Ult percentages going back and forth. It seems like we're lacking a little bit on ours. But we have some support ult opportunity that's going to come up here with their DPS ult. I think that's going to be the change for this game here.
Yeah, this Ashe has been hitting all her shots.
I was going to say, she's not missing.
No, she hits heads here. But
yeah, she's clicking.
Hopefully we are able to pick her out with the Bastion and the Ashe having exceptional range.
We matched the Ram, and it looks like our Ram is wanting to walk forward. Are we going to do it here? It doesn't look like it. It looks like we're still just a little bit too worried, a little bit too poked out. Baba is getting pretty low here, and it looks like we're going to be going around the point entirely. Through to the backside here. Here comes Bastion with a quick launch forward. A little bit awkward on positioning here. Here goes Hab's ult, and he secures 1-2. There's 3, and it looks like that's just going to be 4 for that team wipe. I mean, wicked fast.
I don't think I've seen positioning like that. I don't think anybody other than flankers really goes around that point.
Yeah, especially for a team fight. That was pretty interesting. I mean, I get the idea of wanting to switch up and engage, especially for Hollywood's point. But yeah, that was very interesting. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, you don't have
Remix secure Skitsu.
You don't have too much cover on that other side.
Remix is gone.
Doom
we aren't
gone.
really trading anybody else here. It's just our team falling apart, it seems.
We're really focusing this Hazard.
Not the Hazard, the Ram.
The Ram, yeah, my
We're so
bad.
used to seeing Hazard, you know. Yeah, Ram's struggling. Ram is struggling.
But we're not really destroying that Torp turret.
That too,
I think it sat there the entire fight.
Sat there for a good half and a quarter, if anything. Yeah, it was up for a long time. It seems like we're just struggling to find an engage. Making a lot of swaps here. It's a little bit concerning. A minute left. We have to stick with our comp now.
Yeah, especially with the new perks, you can't really be switching up your comp too much.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit nervous, a little bit tough, especially seeing as we aren't really getting any other ultimates out. Here we end up securing a kill on Cortexa. Can we get another?
And
Goose is gone. No supports. No DPS available for this fight. Can we make the forward? It does look like it here today. We do end up securing the point with this last fight. Maybe Diva was the choice here.
Huge Diva
engage.
swap, being able to be a bunker buster right there.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was well done.
Maybe we're seeing Ashel coming out here, throwing Bob, just really extending how far we can push this for free. But here we see a Genji swap from the Bastion. That'll help the Diva with her dives.
Yeah, it looks like we're just trying to support this Diva on her engage, but it's looking pretty rough, especially with the Ram. He has a lot of ability to just continue to force out these fights, especially with Doom being on Genji. I don't think he's going to get a lot of value if Ram is able to actually stay alive in these fights here, which, I mean, their supports are doing a phenomenal job of. Speaking of supports, we have a lot of support ults that are looking to be available. Here goes our Ash's Bob. Down
And
through,
Rally.
slept, but he's back up. Ram is still much unavailable, but it looks like Bob locked onto him. Bob is gone. Getting out these picks, pushing out a lot of damage. Turret is still up, by the way. Can we talk about it?
Can we destroy turret?
Holy, I did
Their
not know they had an
turret's gone.
invincible turret. I did not know we could carry turret like that. That is absolutely wicked to me.
I didn't know turret was invisible.
Yeah, I'm saying that thing was in the middle of the street, dog.
Yeah, can we shoot that turret any sooner?
That was so funny to me, dog. Okay, here we have a Diva matchup. Baba with his ult. This is very much so going to be an interesting take forward. Looks like Habit's just going to ignore their Diva and try to engage on for us. But it looks like our team is going to turn around, focus out Diva. She's out of mech. She's entirely gone. They have no tank. Are they going to be able to engage and stop this point? Let's see what Opposite wants to do.
And Goose playing behind, hoping for a flank.
Yeah, it
but
looks like they're stuck. They try to secure the kill on Elixion, but again, our team is very much so available to re-dive for that kills. Remix falls apart there as well. I think the positioning and play for Goose and opposite there was very uncomfortable. I don't think they were supposed to be there, but life happens. You get stuck.
Yeah, I feel like they went up there to be able to flank behind us.
Yeah,
but then we were able to pick out the Diva so quickly.
Once that Diva fell apart, you know, there's no teaming aggression. So here with this next fight, we're looking at a good couple of ults. What do you think is going to happen?
I'm feeling a bubble blade here. That would be really juicy popping.
Here we have Remix on the sim now. I'm very interested to see what's going on. There goes the TP out. Ooh, opposite gets tagged. We throw out the big boy bomb. Looks like we're just peeling out away from this Diva. This Diva is fully available, and it looks like the Diva's going to fall out. Can they secure the kill? Yes, they do. Very
Beautiful
fast.
head tap from Skit. I didn't even see the Diva when he hit that head tap.
It's almost like without invulnerable abilities like Suzu and Bap Lamper, you know, it's hard to keep people alive. Who knows?
Yeah.
Here, everybody walking forward, looking like high aggression. Remix takes a different angle. Very impressive. I wasn't expecting this. But Genji with the quick follow-up, securing the kill. Are they able to re-engage for the fight after that pick? They gain Cortexa as well. Looks like Opposite is just stuck on his own here. But it looks like there goes Blade. Making sure to get the kill out. They're playing as fast as possible with a minute 30 left on the clock. There goes all 3 points down. Great job.
Beautiful execution by our Hawks.
I would say our Hawks came together perfectly at the end there. What a phenomenal play.
Genji just running it down mid with that blade. He
I know,
ran
that was
down
impressive.
the Symmetra, pop blade, it just ran them down.
Yeah, it was very well done. I think our tank did a phenomenal job, including in which being able to re-engage for those fights. Extremely impressive. And again, it just looks fun. It looks entertaining.
Yeah, it's just entertaining to
game.
watch. I feel like here, I don't think we're going to run the same bunker comp because that was a really weird bunker comp.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like we are going to run a brawl here. And I feel like they might pull out their signature Juno for Cortexa. Maybe not. No,
Wow,
she's
Lucio.
still on Lucio.
Okay. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of a pretty simple brawl. Yeah, they have Remix. They have Cortexa for Goose for it.
I feel like they're sleeping on Juno here because Juno's in a really good place.
Juno's been in a really good spot, and I think that Juno has so much going on, but I think due to the fact, you know, we've seen a lot of Hazard as of late, everybody's been afraid to play her. She gets really cut out easy by Hazard, and, you know, whenever people see that Juno, they make the swap, they make the play, and it becomes a really tough fight. But no, I agree. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of Hazard from either of our teams here today other than first point, or first map, sorry. So, yeah, I mean, I'm surprised we don't see anything here. Looks like it's going to be an early boost out, though, for Brookdale.
The signature Junkrat coming from Remix
Much
off of the Symmetra in the Reaper. I love watching this guy play Junkrat. He knows everything.
That's what me and Lyle were saying. I love watching this guy play Junkrat. Yeah, it's just such an interesting way of playing. I'm much excited to see how stuff goes on here.
I normally hate Junkrat players, but I think Remix is the only one I like.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It looks like they try to take the same approach into the side angle, but it looks like Habs was more than ready for it. His RAM connection is extremely high. Unfortunately, they lose Goose. Cortexa is about to be out of the fight as well. They cap everybody through, and it doesn't look like they're able to make the forward. What a great hold. I mean, fast playing, I guess. High octane, good passion.
As you've said, this whole game is going to be high octane. This match it's fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely. I think out of all of the games that I've been excited to commentate for, this is one of the games I've been wanting to be for. Here we have Remix again, high pressure, high forward. He's trusting his supports to keep him alive for this. Launching out as much as he can, trying to poke out for damage. It doesn't look like a lot of stuff is connecting, so he's not able to build tire, but it looks like his other teammates are able to build a lot of stuff forward. A lot of kunais getting thrown out, Goose building ult fast, but it looks like with our Bastion pressure up top, they aren't able to walk forward. Can we keep our Bastion alive?
I was expecting Remix to pick our Bastion off there.
Me too.
He was low.
Yeah.
Especially with Remix knowing all the trigonometry of all these maps, it
Oh,
would
yeah,
be too difficult for him to pick
I don't
our
understand
Bastion.
why Remix just be throwing bombs out like from like downtown and it just be landing in nowhere. Like it just makes no sense to me. But it's pretty impressive. Bomb goes down really early and it looks like they're just gonna shut it out. Looks like they're gonna continue to high aggress. But it looks like Baba's back to apply that pressure. Can they secure the kill? There goes their tank and our ult for Bastion. Are we going to see another ult down? I don't think so. I think that's just going to be the 2 DPS ults for this fight and a regress for the. Are we going to play second body? Doesn't look like it.
No, we are not. But I think Baba is just going to poke to get his mech back. Maybe. As D.Va, I just run onto point and stall because it'd be quicker to remech that way.
Absolutely, yeah. I feel like I was looking for something more fast.
Beautiful.
Whoa! Okay, that was kind of funny.
I don't think
What
I've
is
seen
going on
that
in
yet this
game?
year.
I don't get it. It's so fast. What a
Baba just
wonderful kill.
listening for the footsteps.
I know. He was just let me recall right here, I guess. It looks like their Habs is trying to take a lot of pressure, seeing as he has ult. He's also looking to play a lot more comfortable. There goes Ram ult onto Baba, but he uses second body. He dies for it. Doesn't secure a kill. Doesn't look like it. It looks like our team is going to have to back Skitsu, taking a lot of damage for it as well.
Yeah, Skitsu's been playing really in the open, but it's been able to work because of the D.Va from Baba. Unfortunately, because
There
D.Va
goes the
fell.
3-nade combo from Doom, by the way. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. That's outlandish, by the way. Overwatch, can we do something about
The
this?
amount of burst in that 3-nade combo needs to be studied.
Absolutely, yeah. Baba's playing pretty far from the team, but he's able to secure a kill with Skits. Looks like he's dropping down for the supports, it seems, but Ram is there to push him out. He peels over to our Wu Yang, looking like we're able to farm a lot of damage out. Are we able to secure a kill? It doesn't look like it. Goose and Cortex are backline, healing themselves back up for the fight, and, I mean, point is contested.
And we have Bob back, which that can be a huge ult this fight.
Yeah, I mean, Skits is building ults really fast here. It's what he does. Wu Yang ult goes off, unfortunately not knocking anybody down, but we do secure the kill on opposite as they try to run away. Ram walking forward for this fight, using utility as per usual. Looks like a lot of damage is going to come out. We do secure the kill.
Huge pick on Cortexa. Here, I think Brookdale's just going to back up. Then we'll see a re-engage from them, and hopefully we get to see a Bob or a Bastion ult. Those 2 ults are huge in this doorway. It's just really narrow. I mean, they could go high ground, but
Yeah.
Bob on high ground still hits everyone. So this is going to be a really interesting
I am
choke
very
point to
interested
play.
to see what happens here. Looks like a lot of bursts from Doom here. A lot of great ult there. Unfortunately, it doesn't connect to anybody. Looks like Habs is trying to make his way up top. He does. Can he continue to apply pressure all the way through? Is he going to pop his ult? I feel like he wants it here. Unfortunately, he falls down. I think he's looking for the Wu Yang. Is he able to secure it, or are they going to kill Ram?
Beautiful
Big
Kitsune
contest by
coming
Skits,
out.
by the way. Yeah, there goes both Kitsunes, I believe, from that last fight.
No, they didn't pop Kitsune.
No, yeah.
But they did pop Ramel, and Ramel basically got nuked. He didn't stand a chance there. Then we were able to stagger opposite, delaying their next push just a little bit.
And it looks like Habs swapped to to D.Va, the D.Va matchup.
And then Remix switching off his
to
junk
Widow.
off. Junkrat. No, opposite
Or
on
yeah,
Widow.
opposite on Widow.
I don't
and then
think I've
remix
seen this
to-
man's Widow.
Interesting. I don't believe I've seen this either. I don't think I've ever seen a remix on Torb.
Quick pick on the Torb, being able to stop the invisible turrets.
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say I'm so confused. Was remix on Torb earlier? Or was that
Yeah.
opposite? Okay, then never mind. I'm understanding it a little bit better here. I don't know why I thought they were switched. Looks like he's playing spicy here. They don't smell him yet. They find him. He does a lot of burst damage. Unfortunately, he's unable to secure anything. It looks like he's looking to just play second body. But he boosts out, I guess, somehow living that.
How did he live that? That was...
Okay, then.
yeah, that's strange. I don't think he was going to survive that.
He burst them off, boosting back just enough. Again, he's playing very brilliantly. I haven't seen D.Va consistently get played unless it's in, like, genuine organized, so this is super impressive to me. Goose is literally one shot and lives. Never mind, he secures the kill. He gets both of them with boosters.
Holy! I don't think I've seen boosters kill people yet this year, but
That's what I'm
Baba
saying.
getting two.
And here goes the second invisible turret. Unfortunately, Bob's gonna take it out. Remix tries to contest for point, and I think that's going to be map 2.
Map
going
2
to
goes to our Hawks.
Our Hawks.
Can we discuss how Bob is the only one shooting turrets?
Can we talk about it? And I like this is outlandish. Also, I like the end game on cart here because that's the real MVP.
Oh yeah. Ab's getting play of the game. I want to see. Oh,
it
this
was
is
this
when we
thing, yeah.
win here.
This makes sense. Yeah, I mean, a high octane, high professional play, but it felt like this game was just goofy. Like what was going on? I was so
Yeah.
confused. I was so confused.
There was so much to improve on there, but there was so much we did well. So like, I don't know where to improve and where to say we did this
funny.
wrong.
It was so funny. I'm watching everything go down, and I'm just like, why? Like I don't get it.
Yeah, interesting map. That's all I can say.
This is a cool map too.
Oh,
Let's
but
talk
look at
about
our
merch, though.
merch.
Yeah. I just seen it come up today. Guys, we have shirts, jackets, hoodies, everything you want to look for. We have bags, little flaggy things that we can put up and stuff like that. Please do go check out our merch. Buy something. Here in Arena, we do have a little bit more of a lively fest. Again, it's Brookdale. This is going to be the game we were actually going to get excited for. We still have plenty of room, so if you guys are here in the area, please stop by. We'd love to see our in-person support. It's much appreciated. And generally speaking, it's much exciting to be able to see everybody play. I think that's going to be it, though. I mean, for map 2. Thank you guys very much.
Columbia Basin College is more than just an education. It's gaining skills and exploring new opportunities. It's utilizing resources and empowering others. It's building relationships and shaping futures. Start your journey today at Columbia Basin College, where education is just the beginning.
And we're back. I got a little bit shorter in my
And
seat.
I got a little bit too tall.
Let me even out. All right.
There we go.
Okay. I know he's still like giant compared to me.
My bad.
Now you're good, Brochacha Liz. I won't be here for the second half of the commentary. Like I said, unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave. Hopefully, I'll be able to get through the first half of this game. If anything, I might just have to leave right now. I'm not sure, professional wise, you know. But I will say I'm much excited. You know what? Because nobody's stopping me. We're whipping it out, guys.
Oh, yeah.
We're the brand, guys. Can we talk about it? We got the Charky shoes recently updated, guys. I don't even care anymore. Nobody's stopping me. Nobody's stopping me. Okay. So the Charky shoes for Mr. Charky himself. I just wanted to shout out myself, guys. I don't get enough shout out. Yeah. And then can we get Lisa and Yaomi shoes out on display, bro? They're straight buns. I want to say these came out in 1992. Straight mid shoes. Okay, guys, we just want to have a good laugh. We want to feel excited because here with this third map, I mean, it's already 1-1. It is going to be the optimal playing of what we wanted. We wanted to be able to see a lot of actual competition here today. We have a ban on Ram. Do you remember the other ban? I forgot. Ash. We had the ban on Ash, which again makes sense. Both teams were playing it phenomenally. Both teams had a lot of high pressure to it, so we're going to be removing that for the game. Here for the map, we have Circuit Royale. We lost control, Lijiang Tower, hybrid when it came for Hollywood, and now we're on Circuit Royale. When it comes to escort maps, I feel like Circuit Royale is probably one of our higher played ones, and I think it's something that we're really good at. I'm much excited. How do you feel about Circuit here?
I think we've practiced Circuit a lot.
Mhm.
I think that's our most practiced escort map, but we normally run a SIG, and I'm not really expecting us to pull out SIG here. I'm expecting maybe a Diva or a Hazard. I feel like we're going to play heavy dive again, especially with switching to Diva and Hollywood, even for defense. That was massive in that last fight.
Yeah, no, I entirely see that, and I entirely get it. I'm feeling like this is a beautiful, wonderful game. For this game, holy blanking, guys. I ran out of knowledge. I just seen a tree and I blinked. I like tree. Tree.
Trees.
So, yeah, like I said, I'm probably gonna be leaving for the halftime, so I will say my goodbyes a little bit early, guys. I much appreciate you guys coming to the stream and checking out what's going on. I really appreciate the games that we have, and you know, I hope you guys get to stick around for it all. Austin's gonna be taking control of it here for. Let's get into the picks. Feel free.
Yeah. So we're seeing a Wu Yang Kiri here on defense. That's expected. Both teams pulling out SIG. I did not expect a SIG from us or them, but that'll be interesting to see. Unfortunately, no Czar. I like watching Czar gameplay. Most people call it boring, but I find it entertaining. But
yeah,
we
something about that beam getting utterly massive is just so entertaining.
Oh, yeah. But we do see the signature Junkrat and opposite back on the Widow.
Yeah.
And as I've been saying, the signature Juno from Cortexa.
This is what we were kind of wanting to see for a long time. This is what we've been wanting.
All their comfort picks out here for us to see.
A lot of damage outcoming already. Opposite just playing high octane. He does not care. Just walking forward with his team anyways. Looking for that pick. Here goes our Freya. Unfortunately, oh my goodness, our Freya. I literally almost just taken it to the head.
But poking out opposite so he can't pop any heads.
True. Just looks like Baba's sitting on that high ground, taking as much damage as he can. Out from the main course of the team. Poking out a lot. Opposite isn't falling here either.
Remix forced back into that little room there. That is really dangerous. If Sigma drops down or Freya shoots bolts into there, it is a gone Junkrat.
And here we are into the first choke point of the map. Very high aggressive playing here. When it comes to teams, I feel like both of our tanks here are pretty equal. But, you know, it's going to be the teams that knock out the other tank. And here goes Baba, knocked out by Brookdale for the first point. Again, that choke is going to really isolate what's going to be happening here. Looks like the rest of our team is just going to have to fall back. Our backline is very good at, you know, disengaging those team fights. And it looks like Brookdale is going to get first point within 250.
Beautiful play by Remix. Able to pick off Baba quick, but it does look like he got to one and had to slow back. That's why the end of the fight was a bit slower than the beginning, but it was still high octane, fast plays.
And first side, it did go off. I didn't even notice that. It's been off for a little while now. But Goose gets his ultimate up as well. I'm not really seeing any other high ults here other than tank ults and our DPSs. Are we going to use them fast though? That's the question. Lamp goes down. I'm not sure why we aren't like kiting it, but
Well, I think that wasn't a... I mean, it's a good window spot, but it's not too great just because you have so much cover in this first or the second passageway.
Graflux goes down, Lucy goes down, our Graflux goes through. I don't even know if we caught anybody, but it does look like there was a lot that happened through that pacing because our entire team folded as Baba goes out last here. I mean, Freya's able to back out, but it doesn't mean much if they're just going to be taking the points here.
Yeah, they're playing very fast. The Juno giving them speed boost, putting 3 on payload so payload even moves faster. They're trying to end this fast. And here, I'm expecting to see either Freya ult or Sojourn ult. Hopefully we can see one here. We shouldn't be holding that onto them too long. Especially Freya. She builds her ult so fast.
Yeah, I'm looking for something pretty rapid and entertaining to happen here. But it doesn't look like we're going to be popping on any ults immediately. We do get a remix gone for the first fight, although they are trapped. Are they able to do anything after that? No, we are able to resecure our player. Can we move forward and get another pick off of this before remix comes back for that fight? It doesn't look like it. Looks like remix is going to be re-engaging. Cortex is literally 1 HP, by the way. Back up and alive. We have opposite of remix coming back in for the fight. A huge aggression, a lot of damage output by everybody. Still no ultimate usage. Looks like we're just farming ults for this fight here.
Yeah.
Doom is also very low. Doom gets caught by torpedoes. Are we able to secure another kill here? Doesn't look like it. Big rock by Baba, but it doesn't look like anything's gonna happen. Wu Yang ult goes off, but it doesn't look like we're still able to catch anybody. It's just a big back and forth. Both of our supports go down in a simultaneous burst. Baba's out as well.
This is really fast.
Yeah, this is really, really quick. It doesn't look like we're gonna have anything else for this fight. Man. With last point coming through really fast, 4 minutes on the clock, we need to find a way to stall out, get our ults out, and secure the kills that we need.
Yeah, these fights are really fast. Ults being thrown out, the tide of the fight being turned both ways really quick. I don't know what to say. It's just high octane gameplay, high level play. Yeah, that's it.
Here goes Wall Flux. We have Tire out as well. Looks like a lot of teams are getting caught off here, back and forth. Looks like Goose and Cortexa being down is going to force their team to have to back out. There goes opposite as well. Can we secure Remix? Probably not.
Probably not. He's going to make it out.
I know Remix is a rat dog. That guy, I don't know why he knows how to live everything. Oh my days, this is such a fun game. Hi, again, I'm just so passionate about this. This is so much to see and witness all quickly into one game, but it looks like Baba a little bit overextended. Remix poking out a good amount of damage as well with 3 minutes 25 left. What are we going to be looking at for this last fight?
Looks like they're backing up.
Skitsu gets caught off by 3 into the backline. It looks like right side is being secured. Goose almost dies too.
Unfortunately, here we are having to give a little space on that top side. And even more unfortunately, Sharky's leaving us. So I'm here alone now. But this game is going to be fun. Here, looks like our 2 supports are picked off, but we have to contest payload. Baba getting picked off here. No, maybe not. No, Baba picked off and Doom picked off, but we did get Cortexa. Skitsu stalling just that little bit extra. He survived on 5 HP. He's still almost down, but he's managing to stall long. That's 232 left for the Brookdale. Good contest there at the end by our Hawks. Really high octane, quick gameplay. Here going into this next fight, maybe we'll be seeing 2 Sigmas again, but I really want to see Baba pull out the Diva. I really love his Diva. Really fast gameplay, amazing dive, and connection between our players when he runs Diva. And here, I'm expecting still a BAP from Goose. Goose really loves to play his BAP. Don't expect a Juno here again. Oh no, they're running Juno defense. That's unexpected, but it works well with the Sigma. Same comp from Brookdale as defense. Skitsu on the Widowmaker. I don't know what we're running. We're running sort of a poke with the Widow and the Sigma, but we're also running a dive with the Echo and the Wu Yang. This will be interesting to see, to say the least. Going into this fight, I'm expecting Skitsu to get a quick pick, then hopefully it's on Remix, because Remix seems to be a force of nature that we have to reckon with. This guy taking an early angle to get a pick. Unfortunately, doesn't see anybody. Brookdale's playing really far back here. No one high ground on the left side for Brookdale. Unfortunate for us. Baba taking high ground quick, but also taking a lot of damage for that. Sojourn just sort of allowed to pick off our Echo, playing far back, not contested. Both our supports down by Sigma. He's just walking on our back line here. That looks like a reset for our Hawks going into this next fight. Skitsu's gonna swap off, maybe onto a Tracer. No, swapped in onto the Bastion. We've only really seen Domination on the Bastion. I'm interested to see Skitsu on the Bastion here. Good pick on the Sojourn. Trying to get the rock. Unfortunately, the wall, it is deceptively wide, that corner. No rock on the Sig. Remix dropping down to 1. Unfortunately, able to make it out. Our Bastion's just getting heal-botted. He's able to walk forward with the tank. Bastion dropping to 1. Good recovery. Good pick on the Junkrat, allowing us to push forward. This Junkrat, we've been shutting him out here. Bastion 1. Unfortunately, our Bastion drops. Our Kiri 1. Kiri drops. That's going to be a reset from our Hawks. Here, going into this next fight, we're looking at Wu Yang ult, Kiri ult, then Junkrat for the enemy team, Sojourn, and Orbital Blast from Juno. Juno's ult is huge in these team fights, especially as you can kite it, but around this next corner, it has massive value. Juno really getting that ult charge quick, allowing her to ult into this next fight. Huge pressure by our Sigma, walking on the Sojourn. Oh, unfortunately, he misses the rock. Orbital Ray out from the Juno. And as I said, you can kite it, but around this corner, it is huge value. Swap from Skitsu onto the Pharah, trying to really poke out this Junkrat. Expecting to see a tire coming from this Junkrat here this next fight. Maybe we'll see Domination pop OC from the Soj. Maybe a bubble. Bubble will only be popped if this fight goes sideways. OC from the enemy team, dropping our Kiri. Quick gameplay from them. Very preemptive. ROC counters theirs. Beautiful pick on the Soj. And there's Tire coming out. Really high. Pick on Skitsu. And Domination falling off the map. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. This is concerning me. We only have 30 seconds left, so we have to win this next team fight. We do have Bubble. We've been holding on to it a while. We are going to have Sigil going into this next fight. And Barrage coming up quick. Maybe a Bubble will be popped. Or they're saving Bubble. Skitsu picked off quick. But we do trade for Remix. Quick picks. Hopefully we're able to turn this fight around. Looks like we are with Goose dropping, but we trade for Elixion, our Wu Yang. Sigma low. Their Sigma's taking a very aggressive angle, getting punished for it. Quick pick on the Sig. That's going to win us this team fight, but they are going to try to push. Good pick and good stagger on both Sojourn and Juno there. Beautiful execution by our Hawks. That gives us another 2 minutes 30 seconds to push to the next point. You guys can't hear it, but Skitsu is complaining that they target banned his Ashe, but he will have it in this next match, so it will be available for him again. But he did swap onto Tracer. He's swapped, what, 4 times now in this push? Interesting tactics, especially with perks up. Sojourn almost to her 3rd perk, or 2nd perk. Orbital Ray coming out again. She's farming these Orbital Rays quick. Able to get a pick off our Sig. I don't know how our Sig died. That's interesting. But we lose the team fight. We have to reset. Good pick on, or good stagger on our Kiri. It looks like they're going to be playing from height, stopping us from even touching the payload. Early rocks from both Sigmas before you really have sight of anybody. Just trying to farm for that ult charge. Whoever can pop ult faster can maybe win this next team fight. OC coming out from the enemy Sojourn and Window. OC and Window is a very powerful combo. But we have Orbital Flux countering the Window. Getting a pick on the Juno. This is a winnable team fight for us Hawks, but it looks like we are going to reset. Kiri getting picked off. Unfortunate. Switch from Tracer onto Hanzo from Skitsu. He's uncomfortable not allowed to play the Ashe. Remix literally 1 HP, but he's able to walk back. Early poke on the Sojourn and the BAP. Nothing really to go off of. Pick on our Hanzo. OC coming out from our team and Bubble from our team. Huge pick onto Goose, but they picked off our Kiri. They're calling out Junk is 1 behind. Unfortunate we're not able to get that Junk and they're able to turn that fight back around. Brookdale wins the 3rd map. So the score is now 1-2 in Brookdale's favor.
Play of the game.
Goose here playing really exceptional. It seems like Goose loves to play Baptiste. Baptiste is also really strong. His Window giving great util. His Lamp giving even better util. The crazy fact is Lamp's on a cooldown. That cooldown is, I think it's 30 seconds. I think it should be longer if it's a cooldown because it is massive in the amount of util it can give. It can turn a team fight as we saw. And here, I think our next map is going to be, it's an push. So maybe Esperanza or New Queen Street, one of those two. But I don't see us playing on the 3rd one. Hopefully we go into a 5th.
Columbia Basin College is more than just an education. It's gaining skills and exploring new opportunities. It's utilizing resources and empowering others. It's building relationships and shaping futures. Start your journey today at Columbia Basin College, where education is just the beginning.
Looking for a place that is perfect for you? A place with programs that work around your schedule? A place with cutting-edge technology and state-of-the-art facilities. A place to celebrate and engage with the community. A place to excel in and out of the classroom. Columbia Basin College. This is the place for you.
Welcome back, Hawks fans. Here we have a ban on ROM, a ban on Junkrat, and we're playing on New Queen Street, which I love watching New Queen Street. I hate playing on it, but love watching it. So it's a love-hate relationship here. But I'm interested to see what these comps are. Here we have a beautiful view, and here we have a co-caster coming in with me. We have Ragu coming. He's a little late, but that's all right. Which is going to be unfortunate that we're picking Diva, because that's going to be hard on our Diva. I do expect if our Diva doesn't work here, us to counter swap back into the Czar. Just Czar into Czar. Yeah. That is very interesting. I noticed that earlier. Wasn't going to say nothing, but now that you mention it, huge pick on Skitsu. Unfortunately, our Diva does get demeched. Elixion is picked off, but Diva is able to back out. Huge pick on the Doom, just staggering us. Hopefully they're able to make it back in and turn this fight around. Trying to bait out the lamp from Goose there. That's high thought process to dive in but dive out really quick. We get flashed a little bit from the pause screen.
Looks like overall.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to watch the dive, but I'm sure it was well executed. Here we do have Diva Bomb up, ready for second life. Skitsu getting dangerously low. Baba forced second life. Huge pick on the Skitsu. Gonna be able to pick off Diva, maybe. Diva is one. Unfortunate for Brookdale, Diva is able to get away. He's dangerously low this entire time. I'm surprised they didn't get a pick off him, but they are able to reset fight.
Uh-oh.
Just a little more and this lead is ours.
Yeah, here we see Tidal Blast coming in. Unfortunately, not able to get anybody off of it, but they all are grouped up.
I win.
Brookdale.
Holy.
Domination, I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was trying to be stealthy, but Remix just knowing where he was at. And they're gonna get a stagger off on Baba, maybe.
But
Does Kitsune boost Blade? Okay. So this could be a good play here, coming in. Boost Blade, or Kiri Blade.
oh, down 2. Outbeat.
Unfortunate though, because we traded 2 ults for 1. I was really hoping we could... Oh no, we got 2 ults out of them. But that's unfortunate. We do see the Zarya swap. I was expecting that a lot earlier.
I think that's.
At this point, Zar's just playing as a support. She's supporting her Reaper. Reaper's the true tank here. Especially since we have said Reaper should be getting more bubbles than the Zar.
A big push here. Tight win.
Huge stagger on to opposite though. That's gonna delay the next team fight maybe. I don't know Baba's position in there. He was kind of in the open, got dropped low. Grav coming out, getting 4 picks off of Grav. Huge Grav. Hopefully we are able to counter the Reaper ult here. It would be unfortunate if they did win this next team fight, because that would be map loss.
Baba getting. I don't black. But. Pushing that advantage. Tap down.
Beautiful push by CBC there. Unfortunately, we didn't stagger Cortexa there, and it would have been a clean stagger.
Idle blast. Tight win down. A lot of good.
I'm feeling once we have Grav, we're going to grab Bastion ult, which is an amazing combo. Reaper ult coming out.
But he gets put down. Up the rack. All we had. Pushing our.
2 huge picks at the beginning of that team fight. They did Blossom, picking off our Bastion, disabling our Bastion ult Grav, but we did win the team fight, which is more worth it for us.
Thanks for the heal.
Moving the barricade.
Bubbles on him.
The only way I know to stop it is just be different. You gotta be different.
Invest Reaper. How they don't get it. They invest their
OC and Grav. Unfortunately, the OC was gone.
Doom getting 3.
Holy, that's impressive from Doom.
At least on tight win. Happy Meal.
Huge, they had to force out 2 ults from them, but we did invest 1 ult there. Hopefully we are able to turn this next fight, but they do have ult advantage for this next fight.
Half win. Idle black.
Huge pick onto Goose and a pick onto Czar. That's going to win us the team fight. Brookdale's just going to back off, allowing us to take space again. We really have to be aggressive here because they do have the point advantage here.
Out that window. Value out. I've seen both times.
Enemy forward spawn.
That's interesting. Going on over there.
It seems a lot of value.
Oh, one of our computers crashed. I wonder.
Fortunate.
Reaper Czar is really strong. I don't know how to counter it. Do you know how to counter it? Yeah, it is. It's very hard to counter.
Like we're
Let's take them out.
I could push the barricade much faster than this robot.
Yeah, and especially with, it's gonna be hard for us because they do have Blossom, they do have Beat, so they're gonna be really tanky going into this next fight. But we do have Bastion ult and Curie coming up.
goes down, sad. This
Grav coming out and Bastion ult, as I said before. Huge combo, getting a pick on to Habs and Remix, pushing our advantage. Pick onto Cortexa, the stagger. A big Ajax. That unfortunate for them, but it's very good for us.
Kitsune Rush coming in, forcing this. Well,
Huge Blossom.
It's almost by force. That might just be. I don't think they can find in time.
They might be able to revive in time, but they are just going to block the doors. Body blocking is kind of impressive. Beautiful playing from the Hawks. Quinlan going back to casting. He has to do the setup for us. But beautiful playing on both sides. Opposite getting play of the game. Opposite was really doing good there with the OCs combining with the windows. Just throwing his bubble into the Grav. It's why Soj is really good with Zart. And that brings the score to 2-2. No one's favor. Next point wins. So that's going to be very interesting to see the next point of the next map. I believe we do know what the next map is. It's going to be fun to watch. Suravasa is our next map. And I liked watching Suravasa. Suravasa is our... I think we only really play on Suravasa for Flashpoint.
Columbia Basin College is more than just an education. It's gaining skills and exploring new opportunities. It's utilizing resources and empowering others. It's building relationships and shaping futures. Start your journey today at Columbia Basin College, where education is just the beginning.
Welcome back to the casting booth. Here we are looking at Suravasa for our map, and for bans we have Bastion and Lucio. Cortexa has been really good on this Lucio, and we've been getting a lot of value off of the Bastion. Bastion is in a really good spot right now, especially with his triple grenades. His triple grenades give a lot of value and a lot of burst damage, but also mobility. And the Lucio is always good. He doesn't get buffed, he doesn't get nerfed, he just stays. He gives us speed. That's all we can ask for. And here it looks like we are loading into Suravasa, which Suravasa is a very brawl dive map. We're not going to see any poke. At most, we might see a Sojourn, but probably not. And here in a second, we'll have Ragu joining us again, which it's always nice to have a co-caster. I suck at casting alone. I love Juno. I'm never gonna disrespect Juno. I love playing her. I feel like she's in a really good spot. Just no one listens to me. I wish we ran Juno because her torpedoes are strong. Her ultimate is still one of the best in the game. They can never fix that. Yeah, I don't see too many teams taking that side of the map because typically you want the high ground, and I mean, you have the little steps there, but it's a further distance to get to the high ground. Reaper TPing up top to counter our Genji on top. Unfortunate, Baba falls. Yeah, and it looks like a huge stagger under our Genji. That's going to be unfortunate going into this next team fight. I've seen Cass a couple times on this map, but teams normally opt for Sojourn because Sojourn's just so good in this meta. Yeah, that was disgusting how fast they were able to pop that ult because we don't even have one ult yet. And now they even have High Noon before we have Kitsune Rush. We're either building them slow or they're building them fast. Yeah, I feel like in the past couple games we have been afraid to use our ults. Here we do see Blossom. Unfortunately, Blossom not getting any kills, but they do get a pick onto Skits and Baba. We do get a pick onto Opposite, but that isn't going to affect this team fight at all. I feel like we should adopt this Juno backline. They might be both flex supports, but it is really devastating. The burst potential from them, just the passive heals from both of them, just torpedoes and BAP heals. We can't do anything. Yeah, this is going to be a rough map for us because I don't think we haven't had to play Suravasa at all this season. We haven't gone to map 5s. So this is new for us.
Ball in the back. Out though. Bubble. They are winning.
Beautiful execution on the part of CBC, able to pick off Cortexa, no, Goose, and picking off Goose really helped us win that fight.
But going in.
Huge beam usage out of Baba, just having a constant 100 charge. He's able to walk on their backline, and there's nothing you can do to contest his R.
Right now,
Yeah, I like watching how Reapers have to contest because Reaper truly controls the game with how strong he is right now. Yeah, I'm wondering if we didn't swap Kiri and Alexian around, or Lucy and the Alexian around, because if they stayed on their mains, maybe we'd have a different result, but we don't know for certain.
how did you go?
Yeah, hopefully we are able to make a playoff of this. Maybe we're gonna bubble Reaper ult. He is pushing up for it. He's looking for it, but unfortunately they're playing so far spread apart. He can't ult this.
Bubble. But value in that. Phosphorus.
Yeah, that was both of them ulted, but that was really good timing for Remix because we were so focused on our own Reaper ult, we weren't paying attention to Remix's location. True. I hadn't thought of that before.
Lamp.
Unfortunately, Kitsune did not make it onto point because it fell down, blocked by a wall. Czar picked off. That's going to win us the point, or the, yeah, point.
Shots by
Yeah, we have to wait for Czar here, so we can't play too far forward, but Baba is shooting himself so he can come closer to point.
big grab on the Czar. That's very amplifying value they would.
Yeah, beautiful play from Baba, getting the grab, getting rid of their Czar. That just wins team fights because Czar, she controls team fights just as much as their Reapers do.
A lot of ult. Swift grab sadly on the wall, but they comes on. Out in
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that high noon. because they have high noon here. They have the ult advantage. Unless we can somehow get Kitsune and Bubble here, it's going to be a rough fight for us here.
Bubble on.
Yeah, Lamp sort of just counters Reaper's whole game plan, and that looks like a loss for CBC. That's unfortunate for CBC, and that was good play, good, fun to watch, and we'll see you guys next time against Blinn. And Blinn should be a easy win for us. We'll get third in nationals, that's not nothing to laugh at, but unfortunately we were able to seal the deal here against Brookdale. Brookdale will go on to play. It's always a tough one to go against, and I feel like they'll struggle against Brian Stratton, and Brian Stratton will end up winning, as they do have Manually and a couple other pro players on their team. But beautiful game by CBC and Brookdale, and it was fun to commentate. I'll see you guys next time.
Columbia Basin College is more than just an education. It's gaining skills and exploring new opportunities. It's utilizing resources and empowering others. It's building relationships and shaping futures. Start your journey today at Columbia Basin College, where education is just the beginning.